D.
And I'm Lee.
And we are back with another YouTube video. So guys, this time we are going to be introducing ourselves the proper way. We've been making videos trying to upload as much as we can, but we never got to tell you who we were and who we are as individuals. I'm D, but my name is Khadija. I'm 23 years old. I have a daughter. So we're gonna go back a little bit. We grew up in West Philadelphia. We moved all around West Philadelphia, but we always stayed in that area. During our childhood, we played the violin. We're very good singers, so hopefully in the future we'll be able to. We're working on songs now. My sister has a single that she wants to release, and then we have a song that we want to release together. So we are working on that, but that takes time, but we definitely are working on it. When we went to high school, I went to Bodine High School for International Affairs. Damn, I done forgot what the damn school is called. Bodine High School for International Affairs. I think that's what it was called. I went there 9th and 10th grade year. You could say where you went to school.
So
the 9th and 10th grade?
Yeah, so my name is Lee, but my real name is Kalia. As you know, I am 23 years old. I did go to school. I started my first year of school. I started in Parkway Center City. My 9th grade year, I did get expelled for truancy, for fighting. Then I went to Boone. I went to Boone. It was a disciplinary school. I stayed there for a little bit. Then the worst decision we ever made in our life was going to Brooke together.
I wouldn't say that was the worst decision, but
not the worst decision.
You skipped something. You didn't say, what was going on in Parkway.
Oh yeah, so
there were bullies. There were bullies.
I would say it was a little bit of bullying, but I do have a little bit of mouth, so I'm gonna say half and half. But you learn from your experiences, and people know. People know, I'm little, but don't try me. But
really, nigga.
Yeah, so I went to Brooke after that. But one of the big factors that played a part in our life was going to group home at 17.
And I would say the group home and Overbrook molded us to have the strength that we had, because we were always raised to ignore. But at a certain point, people would take that as weakness. So we ignored until we got into high school, and it was like this whole different world of people that we were so surprised that existed, because our parents kept us so sheltered that we thought everybody was good people. So when we
not me. I'm the little baby twin, and I have great discernment, so I know when somebody is right. So yeah. I mean, I didn't really care to look into people. I just stayed away from people. People don't like how we stay away from people. That's just what it is. So we peep the scene and we stay away from the scene.
Yeah, a lot of people confused us as cocky or something.
No, when we
our parents always said, if you see something that is wrong, that is wrong, no talking, just go. Yeah. So when we did go to Overbrook, we went to the same school in 11th grade. And that was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. This was a neighborhood school. It's known to be a bad school.
I was just talking to one of my clients at where I work.
It used to be a good school. Will Smith went there. It used to be a good school. It used to have a lot of programs, but by the time I went there, it was nothing.
Yeah, because I went there the first year by myself, and I had no issue.
Yeah, it was sad, because academically, I love school. So to see that the curriculum wasn't where it was supposed to be, was also sad also. But when we got there, a lot of people loved us. The love outshined the bad, but the people that didn't like us made sure we knew we don't like y'all. So it definitely was rough in there. We got into a couple of fights.
I definitely feel like Brooke kind of made, I would say,
it made you put up a wall.
Yeah,
it made us both put up a wall. But the positive out of it, we still was ignoring people.
Right.
So it gave us strength. We even got kicked down a flight of steps, and we went back to school the very next day. I told my sister, we're going back to school, because I don't care what people think. I knew they was going to laugh when we walked into the school, but why wait, be home oh my God, when I go back to school, they're gonna laugh. Just go back to school.
Well, it affected me a little different because she never really cared what people think. I kind of was caring what people think a little bit. Now I don't care, but before I definitely had some issues with it. But
yeah,
now it's
everybody has insecurities. Everybody has.
No, not everybody do. Like some people don't go through that, which is the
everybody has an insecurity.
But
it don't have to be a look, a figure, anything. It's something that makes somebody insecure that they have to.
But
overcome.
I feel like after all that mess, we both got our own apartment.
Well, we didn't talk about the group home.
Oh yeah. So the
during
group home
12th
definitely.
grade,
the group home, we got sent to a group home by our grandmother.
Group home,
by our grandmother.
This was a home, like, we were so used to being up under our parents. They were so strict that, the behaviors that they saw, which was normal teenager stuff, they didn't really know how to respond to it. So we were sent to placement, but none of the people really understood why.
We wasn't having sex, we wasn't drinking, we wasn't smoking, we wasn't doing none of that. So for that to occur because of somebody being bullied in school and fighting, we still love our parents. It's just a learning experience though. But it wasn't because we was out having sex with boys, because we was smoking, and because we was doing wrong stuff. I mean, we did have a little episode on Instagram, but when it came to respecting ourselves outside the home, I don't know what type of phase that was. We always did that. So it definitely was because our parents were strict. They didn't want us to go through nothing. But that's, certain people handle things differently. But that group home definitely was very traumatic. She wasn't fighting in there. Of course, I would be the one fighting. The fights wasn't really that serious, but I knew I was going to be the one fighting. The crazy thing is I was fighting a girl that was way younger than me, so it was kind of embarrassing, but she was way bigger than me. I was only like 4'11", 90 pounds at the time, and we was tagging each other, but and they was going to jump us once we was finished the fight, but we ended up leaving. Then we had to go to a second home, and we thought that was a little bit better. We thought it was going to be cool. They really liked us at first. They was telling us to come downstairs and all that, just be a part of the team, which we wanted to be. Like, we wanted to get along, because we all here for a reason, like, we all don't have our family with us, so we wanted to be cool with them.
Yeah, you're looking to grow.
Yeah, but the tables turned and the tables flipped once, because we had went to court, and we thought we was going to go home, because our parents didn't have custody of us after that. They gave up their rights at that moment. So we thought we was going to go home, and I swear to God, that same day, I was crying. I was crying in the courtroom. I said, I don't want to go back. And that same night, I was fighting. That same night. So it's just like, and it wasn't my call. Like, yeah, I can rumble, but that wasn't my call. And I just begged my mom and my dad for us to go home. That's no shade. But, that's just what happened. But, we learned from that. We got our own jobs, and we just real hustlers. We don't give up. After that, we just like, we can't stop here. We don't give up. But we will never go back home, though, unless it was an urgent matter. Like, it would have to be a fire or something like that. Somebody disabled. We would never go home. But yeah, now back to me. My favorite thing to talk about.
It was about you the whole time.
So back to me. At 19 years old, she has a 3-year-old daughter, but when she had her daughter at 19 years old, I suffered a pulmonary embolism. I am a pulmonary embolism survivor and a deep vein thrombosis survivor as well. At 19 years old, I had a clot in my leg. I was like a little bit overweight at the time. I was like 140 pounds, 5 feet, and I was hurt. She just had her daughter, and my leg was balled up in the chair from spending the night with her at the hospital. So when me and my ex-boyfriend, we was girl by, when we was walking or whatever, I thought I had a Charlie horse in my leg, but it was a blood clot, but it was a recurrent, like, for days. She stayed in the hospital for like, what, 3 days after the baby was born? Like, when me being there, right? Like,
yeah, it was 2 days.
Yeah, so when that happened or whatever, we stayed there, and then I went home. We both had our own apartment, and I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I got up, and I was like, my leg is swollen, like, I can't walk. And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, look at my legs.
Yeah,
like,
we all thought it was
a Charlie horse.
Was a Charlie horse. We was
but
telling her to lay down
but the
and get
leg
some rest.
but the leg
her
was
leg
getting
was getting
bigger.
swelled up.
And at the time, I think the saddest part about it was at the time I didn't work, so I couldn't catch an Uber. We had just lost our jobs. I forgot about that. We lost our first job we ever had, and I had to walk to the bus stop and then catch the bus. So once I got to the hospital, they diagnosed me with the deep vein thrombosis, and I was in a wheelchair. They let me go home, but they never gave me no medication. So when I got home, I swear to God, like, I was laying down and I couldn't breathe. I was having rapid heartbeat, and I seen like these angels on the wall. I thought I was going to die. And I called my mom, and then they diagnosed me with the blood clot, the pulmonary embolism, and now, it was that's it. It's really
and
I just wanted to bring it up to make awareness to people.
Yes, because I didn't realize how serious it was, and even to this day, I'll still do research on it because I can't believe that I didn't know that it was that serious.
Yeah, we all couldn't though.
Yeah,
Six
so
people in my family.
You can literally die from that. It causes you to have a heart attack. It really could have took like 30 more minutes, and she could have been gone. So. If you feel like chest pain, your leg is swelling, make sure you go to the hospital.
Another thing is that I did not feel any chest pain.
And now I always tell her to go to the hospital. She could be sneezing too many times. I'm going to say go to the hospital.
It definitely caused paranoia, anxiety, and played a little bit of effect on my personality. I think I suffered sadness, depression, and and suffered from questioning why, because of the after effects of me being paranoid, not being able to sleep. Thinking sometimes I'm gonna not wake up, or just having shortness of breath. But majority of it is anxiety though, or getting sick, really sick, quicker than others, and not being able to do physical activities. But that's besides the point. I'm still here. I'm 23. That was 4 years ago.
And it's a blessing that you are still here. So, like my sister was saying, she's making awareness for the pulmonary.
And I definitely want to. I always talk about it, but I want to do something about it. I want to talk about. I want to, make awareness. Let people know that Black people specifically, you have to eat healthy. There's natural ways to prevent that type of stuff. I was eating pizza. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a drinker. I was eating pizza. I was eating things that was clogging my arteries. I think I might have a blood disorder in my family, but they never was able to detect it. But eating healthy, just exercising, just doing what you need to do, like not sitting around and being overweight.
Yeah, that would definitely come on. Like, all right, so,
yeah.
What else? What can we talk about?
I mean, we definitely want to give y'all some more heat, though.
Well, we didn't finish telling about ourselves. I didn't even get to talk about.
Well, I also do want to talk. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that too. She can start, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I felt about that.
So I had my daughter at 19 years old. Her name is Kiera Ali. My sister actually named her. Her dad picked her middle name, which is my middle name.
My sister.
No creativity. I had her with somebody that I was with for 3-4 years before that. And we discussed having a baby together. So we thought we was in love. We thought we wanted to start a family or whatever the case may be. So we had the baby, and then we moved into an apartment together. I would say it was pretty rough as far as the postpartum depression. And us being so young, this is our first kid and this is our first time living together too. It was pretty rough. We were arguing a lot. Well, when she was first born, for the first 5 months, we was cool because we literally had to figure out how are we going to take care of this baby, as far as feeding her, changing her, making sure she was okay. But once we got adjusted, that's when the argument started. And I don't think as a man he understood, that as a female I was going through changes. Like, it's not just I'm popping out a baby and life is going to go back to normal after that. I had bad postpartum depression. Like, I was snapping on everybody in my family. I didn't know why I was upset. Like, after you have a baby, you just don't know why you're upset. You just are. And if you don't
I would say, even though being as though, and I sorry to cut you off, but being as though that I'm not a mother, what I observed and what I also heard a lot of different mothers say that I never heard her say is, I think it's just about people who have postpartum depression, because it's like, I'm really taking care of another human being. Like,
yeah,
it's not about me.
It just happens out of nowhere. Because,
like, it's not that you're upset about the baby, but it's like,
because
oh,
life
shoot,
just
I forgot
changed
I gotta
overnight.
Wake up at like 2:00.
Yeah, so you're not.
I gotta feed her this amount of times. I think for me, from my observation, I've heard mothers say like, it's just different. Like, it's like I can't, not to be smart, but I can't not take care of the thing I made, like the baby that I made. Like, this is a responsibility that's gonna go on forever.
I will say that it was a very hard experience for both of us. We were doing a really good job, you know.
Yeah, they were.
He taught me things, I taught him things as far as, you know, parenthood, but also we lost the aspect of dating too. Like, it didn't feel like we was in a relationship no more. It felt like, you know, it was just a job. Like, when we finally got to the point where we was happy and we was going out on dates, we popped out a baby right after that. So we didn't get to it, like, you know, travel, date and stuff like that. It was just, we had a baby, we had a crib, it was all responsibility. So we like clashed over that. And, you know, men don't know how to express themselves, so, you know, they'll just do something to suppress the depression and the pain. Maybe a substance, maybe a game, like
maybe cheating, maybe talking to another female, like taking your problems over to.
Well, that didn't happen to me.
Not saying that they happened to you, but like, I'm talking about me, because I don't have a child, and I don't even think I am going to have a child, and we going through hell, and I don't even have a baby. Like, so if we did have a baby, it would be terrible.
I think it's important for a lot of mothers to, you know, talk to their family, talk to their friends, you know, don't feel like you're closed off and closed in. And then as she got older, you know, at first when she was 1 year old, I moved back home with my mom. And I used to think, oh my God, she's being bad. But no, babies just want attention. It's never them being bad. Like, it's never them being bad. They always want attention. Because a baby cannot be bad. Like, this is a baby. They don't know right from wrong. They can't. I'm
not gonna lie, I was following up with her thinking
but I was following up with something that somebody suggested to me, like, oh, she's acting up. No, she wants she wants attention. Like, my niece, and I'm not even for. My niece is
one of the sweetest, and my nephew, both of them. But I'm talking about my niece right now. The sweetest baby I ever met. She get a little sassy, but I'm
not into physical discipline unless like and not no beating, because she only 3, but a little pop on the hand. You know, if she do something out of hand, she know, because my daughter is very, very smart. Like, she's very smart. She tell me everything. Nothing. She can bring up something from 5 months ago and know what she wore 5 months ago, what place, what time, what day. She know her birthday.
She know already.
She was here. I
feel
like she was here already. So I would just suggest to a lot of others, just find something you like to do.
And she brings us a lot of joy too.
Yeah. Find something you like to do. Stay on a schedule. Really, really stay on a schedule, because when you knock a baby off their routine, they're going to be a mess, just like how you are a mess. And just, you know, keep pushing. Whether you're a single mother, whether you're with their parent, you're still a mother, and that's still, you know, a job. It's still a job. So we'll...
And that goes to say, you know, that's just us introducing ourselves for now. We got more.
Yeah, we got more to come. This wasn't planned. This is just letting y'all get a little taste of us. We're confident. We're fierce. We're unstoppable.
And we want to meet new people. Like, y'all comment below. Like, we want to.
Yeah, we want to network with people. We want to collab with
y'all
people.
Y'all can talk on the comments. We not gonna bite. We interact with people. So definitely comment, you know, below. Like, subscribe, and that's what it is.
All right. See you next time.
From the very first day, D&D forever. That's the only way of friendship together. We gon' always be twins forever, forever, forever. We gon' always be twins forever, forever, forever. We gon' gon' always be twins forever, forever, forever. We gon' always be twins forever, forever, forever.